she will eat your face. Oh, this is Linda. She came to me in a dream, sharper than the master's knife. Cigarette coupons kept on site. Kamikaze bikers wait by the gates. All she'll offer is a broken chair, a liar's tax on tear ducts in the lair. She pulls on your hair and gnashes her teeth, and you'll just have to wait it out. This is Linda, birthed from the fox and other woodland creatures. She prowls the streets, keeps all her receipts, possessed by the desert, her cloth unprecedented stone. Those in the know forego their reminder. This is Linda, and she is toothache. This is Linda, a walking bathtub, full of hate. Oh, this is Linda. She came to me in a dream, sterner than the master's rule, with her stubs held in the pages, while wire eyes spitting rays of 5G. All she'll offer is a broken chair, a liar's tax on tear ducts in the lair. She tweaks on your ear and spills on your shirt, and you just have to wait it out. This is Linda. She's an argument you never wanted to have. You drink the guilt, you sink the bleach, but nothing will get you clean. From Linda, from Linda, this is Linda. Nothing will get you clean. This is Linda. She came to me in a dream, ruder than the stagman's night. Evil eulogy, seeds in fright. Warty soldiers wait on the stair. All she'll offer is a broken chair,
Evening everyone, welcome to Unpublished Unuttered Discourses, the Insomnia Scribbles. My name's Chris and I'm delighted and privileged to be doing this set. Congratulations, thank you very much Dan for inviting me on to the digital launch of your album Dogless, Dogwalk. As I say, I'm very privileged and honoured to do it. I'm not going to go on for the full 25 minutes which Dan had allowed me, because let's face it, no one wants to hear that, but hopefully there's a little bit of something for everyone in here. So I hope you enjoy it, and thanks very much. Wasteland. Nothing but human wasteland. My head and heart heavy with the void in both. Bloody sticky hands that I've no inclination to clean, crimsoned from the wound I simply can't stop picking at. Like my house, I'm untidy, unfurnished, slipping into the coma of familiar want, to drown a stubborn heart and fill the void with warm, friendly booze. I'm smothering myself with a pillow of deprecation, because I like keeping me in my place. I struggle to come to terms with how great I could have been and how I can never seem to let myself do it. One day, I will learn to be great at being the person I am rather than the person I was supposed to be. The shadows of the circling vultures of failure. 3 days without sleep, the shadows of the circling vultures of failure drawing closer like winter's nights, and I fear the oppressive wind of their harsh beating wings. A comfortable temporary return to bad old habits sees my nights disturbed, my belly swollen, my mind erratic, emotions raw, and an overwhelming sense of self-abusive doubt and criticism. Progress eradicated. You'll never make it. All of my bad decisions have led to this life. Alone, broke, bloated, bewildered, I want to believe this is all a test, a lesson, a rite of passage for the good times to come. But the shadows of the circling vultures of failure drawing closer like winter's nights, and I fear the oppressive wind of their harsh beating wings. I don't want my bones scraped clean by scratching talons and picking beaks like the corpses I've seen, but it gets harder to pick up the stick to fight off those wretched birds again. Etched indelible. I have one precious memory which stands to keep the cold at bay during long winter nights. It is the night we spent on the rooftop in the old East End, you in that green dress, drinking, laughing, all red lips and fire, running through pouring rain, and how we stopped to kiss each other so deeply, with the refuge of the hotel footsteps away, not caring, but just lost imperfectly in each other. And then the following morning, breakfasting in Covent Garden, as I suffered, and you wore it so well. A long nap in the sun, we searched through the park to find the perfect spot, where we lay and talked and slept and kissed, fueled by the warmth of summer and radiated by love. It's those moments which you may have now forgotten, but are etched indelible on this now bruised but ever-loving heart. As we danced Argentine tangos, all the words you said to me, sweet nothings whispered, messages of loving intention, and so many late-night phone calls ignited hope in my heart. For so many months, after so many years, I dared to dream. I dreamed of a warm house, filled with our memories of cosy nights in when the world was shut out, because all we needed was us. All those party nights out where we crashed through doors together, drunk and laughing and kissing like teenagers in the throes of lustful passion. Like the night you came back into my life, out of the darkness, straight to my lips and into my grateful arms. I dreamed of Sunday mornings, cooked breakfasts, newspapers, long booze-hazy lunches surrounded by friends, then home, and falling asleep in each other's arms, breath against breath, skin against skin, arms and legs locked and bodies entwined. I dreamed of seeing the world with you at my side, seeing all splendour and beauty and knowing I'd shared it with you. I dreamed of a wedding, you in white, barefoot on grass or in bespoke Converse daps, glowing with pride and happiness and love, and saying those words that I was taken as yours, forsaking all others and wiping away all the tears of past hurt. My godchildren and your niece pulling disgusted childish faces as we danced Argentine tangos and shared our first kiss as man and wife. I dreamed that one day you would tell me that us two were to become three, that my life would reveal new purpose as I could rejoice with you in first steps, first words, first day of school, first lost tooth and first heartbreak, and how we'd console with stories of our own story, of how we'd met, waited, and almost never managed to fall beautifully into each other's lives. From the dog-eared pages of coffee-stained catalogues, eyes closed tightly, dreams of my seemingly distant youth, recollections of safety and warm, no worry. Looking forward to birthdays, Christmas, and torn, discarded mounds of wrapping paper, from eagerly anticipated wishes carefully selected from the dog-eared pages of coffee-stained catalogues. Summer holidays, funfair weekend parades, rides gleaming in the evening, glowing from multitudes of cheap-coloured bulbs and seats polished by the acid of vomit from too many cheap meat hot dogs and fried onions. A triumphant return home clutching my well-earned but sorry knackered prize of a one-finned goldfish and the congratulations of a rowdy and raucous family. Regression to when wrestling was real, comics transported me, and all those who I love still walk the earth. Curled in a tiny ball under duvet covers, hiding from the imminent and immediate looming threat of Monday morning and school assembly, with rigid, leather heel, skin-stripping September shoes or thinly soled daps on cold, hard wooden floors. Take me to when homework, coursework, exams and girls and rewinding broken tapes with dirty pencils or leaky broken borrowed biros and catching the same bus as mates were the primary concerns. The callow eagerness to wish away youth and shed the shackles of the oppressive subjugation of buzzkill parents and fly freely into a world which will surely open up willingly in front of me, offering me all its gifts and riches and opportunity without hard work and with complete unbiased regularity. I sit now and lament with a half smile the loss of innocence and the times where I lived unprepared for real life, swaddled in the misplaced arrogance of having some things a little too easy. To the fierce, red-lipped, forest fire-eyed queen of my heart, drawn again together, but so not, and fucking unfair it'll always be. Hand in hand I walk you home to gin and memories and all the spoken excuses why we cannot be, when there are thousands of unspoken reasons why we really should. Waking, entwined, you feel like home. Your words. Comfortable, safe and nowhere I'd rather be, I still bear the teeth marks and scars of the previous night's unintended but inevitable, and pray that they never fade. I still retain your smell and abstain from the shower just that little bit longer, so that I may keep every moment of you laying with me, kissing, touching, holding, as my fingertips explore your soft skin, the contours of your shoulders, back and hips. With you, it's never about the sex. I crave the intimacy, your lips, your embrace, the chance to hear you sleep, feel you breathe, and your heart beating with mine. I never put you on a pedestal, never just the best of you. I want every version, the broken sparrow, to the fierce red-lipped forest-eyed queen of my heart. I would bask in the laughter of our children, or if we were not to be blessed with them, I'd travel the world seeing all it had to offer, as long as I was holding your hand, or as I suspect the way it will go. You will tell your sons and daughters about this foolhardy idiot who did nothing but babble incoherent protestations of anger and passion, but love you so, so hard. One day you will understand. You are perfectly imperfect to me, and the greatest compliment I can give is that you make me want to be a better man. A home for spiders and other things what creep. Buried beneath crap, piles of stuff, deep in dust-topped musty boxes, out of sight but always in mind. A home for spiders and other things what creep. I tried cocaine, made it worse. Joints to dull the senses and ignite my brain in other ways, but all was left was fog, and a sense of heaviness which weighed my hunched shoulders down and pressed on my blackened lungs and ruined my inside cupboards. I drank from every glass, pint after pint, shot after shot, whiskey and wine. Even after they choked me with repressed vomit and I swallowed it back down, bitter and burning. I rose the next day to renounce the drink and curse the gods and myself as I rooted through fragments of shrapnel change, buckshot of pennies and pocketed receipts, a script of my night previous, and the terrible reminder of the cunt which is me. All those failed attempts to clear out those things in the attic, memories locked away, out of sight, always in reach. The boy at the top of the stairs, listening helpless to arguments, screaming for his mum not to leave, crying so guttural it choked and made him sick. Every hurt of the teenage heart, new to the pain of rejection, the fear of laughter at my expense, and an awkward sense of my developing self, not quite belonging, and having it pointed out so amusingly to the baying audience of my peers. The tears cried for the dead, grandfathers and grandmothers, seemingly so timeless and invincible to me, whose faces now ever so gently fade with each passing day. The loss of her love and the yearning for the touch of those lips, and to drown in those eyes and the smell of that hair and the sound of that voice, laughing, all the while praying to a God I'm not sure I quite believe in, to grant the wish of a lonely man to not let this be the end of us, to heal a broken heart whose insurmountable insecurities bring back that crying and lost little boy at the top of the stairs, lungs burning and knuckles so white, afraid of the lonely dark, and if he lets go then all is lost. Now, I think, I've found a way to start clearing out boxes. Cautiously sifting, I don't wish to chuck too much away. Just enough to make the next move easier, the next part uncluttered, but to keep enough to never forget, because every inch of hurt and every ounce of pain shaped this man, this honest, afraid but courageous man, who desires health, happiness, quiet, peace of mind, and a romance to hold fast and capture the heart, and make his face crack the warmest of smiles, and to one day not be so reticent to look through the stuff in the attic. Like the cruel child who tortures insects. Without pain, I feel empty. Without love, beauty or passion, I feel nothing. My own words carry no weight to me, and feel like discarded remnants of pocketed detritus, receipts from past nights which hold cheap memory of meaningless experience, driven by a fear of missing out on forgettable conversation. I lay night after night in a damp basement flat, self-imprisoned in half-hearted effort and slight indecision, scared the world will once again offer a glimmer of hope or a peek at happiness, and like the cruel child who tortures insects, will seize it from my grasp laughing and tear it limb from limb. A note to thee, future self. Don't look back with pity on this shadow of your former, who, weighted down by self-expectations and unplanned, dogged heartbreak and the loss of the lover he cherished above all. Look back not with disdain on this conflicted, dented version tainted by regret, mourning and pining for a rose-tinted past, viewer of the world through the tears of his weary heart. Instead, look back at how far you've come, how you've taken charge of your senses, your wits, your heart, your less than perfect form, and how you bask in the pride of your achievements, so seemingly small to the casual observer, ignorant of distance covered and the battles won. Look back not for too long, just long enough to remember you will never allow yourself to become him again. This fucked up generation of endless wank. We are lonely, but surrounded by convenient means, which means we could talk and listen to anyone at any time, but we don't. More concerned with digital likes, status, career fulfillment. Reality slows when watching talent shows, stamps that shows on passports for the sake of travelling and stay relevant in polite conversation, gap year bores. Things and stuff and things, the high city status life, busy impersonal commuters, pass through each other's existences whilst I glance from distances and can't decide if it's also what I want, or a life concerned with beauty and art in considered words. Brushstroke or melody, to slightly change the world with a book or poem or picture or song and have a haven of perfect solitary peace. I need to decide if I embrace this fucked up generation of endless wank, or allow myself the time and space to become the person I want to be before I try to become the person the world told me I needed to be. The A to Z of these new normal politics, A through K, UK edition. Arrogant, autocratic, absolved of all answerability. Alexander's bloated and braying braggadocious. Bullingdon and Berkshire bred, bloviating, bilious, belching, bluffing, bumbling, blindly blundering Boris buffoonery. Conceals the conservative confidence trick of conceit conjugated with callous contempt for the community conscious, compassion common people. Defeffles dishonest, deceitful, deceptive discourse designed to disseminate disharmony and discord by the devious Dominic, emitting the evil essence of extreme expression of frightful, fiendish, fanatical far-right rhetoric, fanning the flames to fuel the Faustian frame-up. For favoured fortunes fostered to feed the gorging, glorified, glowering, ghoulish, gluttonous, Govian greed. Hancock's habitual hazardous half-hours of hackneyed half-assed healthcare heresy and hubristic hate crimes, harping about heroism whilst hiding the hideous harvesting of the inconvenient, incontinent, incapable and incapacitated. Incrementally increasing indefensible, intolerant ideologies infused insidiously within information technology, influencing idealisms incognito, impatiently ingested, ingratiated and ingrained among the idiosyncratic, ignorant, isolated islanders, blaming industrious immigrants and invariably suppressing intellectual inquiry over inhuman injustice, perpetrated by their jaundiced junk food journalism and their joyously juvenile justifications. Kickbacks on kickbacks from kleptomaniac kingpins, keeping knaves kowtowing, kneeling and knee-deep in debt, kingdom sustained. For remittance from polite conversation. Mention not the facts, nor the dubious morality. Mention not the articles from those privileged lofty schoolboys with no sense of consequence, their bile-fueled, hateful, racist slurs, evidenceable and written in their own words by their own hands. They were soon to be drenched in the blood of the public, as then, like the old Roman generals, they looked to gilded bowls to wash their grasping hands of all responsibility. Mention not how we compare to others, because inconvenient truths of hubristic incompetence become luminescent apparent and no longer fit the sordid narrative of the kamikaze nosedive towards the far right of history. Those of a certain age remember those that fought against similar, and I bow my head in a mournful and sorrowful apology, because they may well have beaten the Axis, but did they really win the war? As darkness rises and equally light to meet it once more in hearts and minds across this dithering, stuttering nation, the one-upmanship and jeering of the house spills vicious like tar and slurry out onto the streets as tempers and passions rise, soundtracked in stark reminding with each passing siren's blue light and the empty, enthusiastic, hypocritical applause of the forelock-tugging trained seals, those who turn out on doorsteps weekly to clap for carers, then happily elect the very local minions who with eager radical autonomy vote against policies for better lives or better pay according to the crack of their master's whip. Mention not the lying, conspiring, adulterous leader of this rotten old plank of Blighty, with strategically unkempt buffoon appearance. He's just doing his best, playing the clown, but he's certainly no fool. Them who with wilful glee at the casual abandon for the lives of others defends the politics of murder. Them who propagate the wartime rhetoric to martyr the lost, because we are trained to accept each avoidable death as valiant through a carefully curated history that England expects every man do his duty. Mention not them who cheered as they castrated he who couldn't help who he loved, to whom we many now owe so much, then laud him on banknotes to signal borrowed righteousness. Them who with wretched, grasping, greedy fingers pilfered through poorer pockets to pull out queens, beguiling stoic smile and line their own. Them who peddle cut and paste the party lines, as a digital cannonade fired against detractors, the seekers of truth, and those who look to hold them accountable. Mention none of this. This is for remittance from polite conversation, because it sours their jovial, bloated atmospheres and the taste of their food and drink, and greys and blackens the sprawled colours and bunting. When some must face the mirror and the penetrating penitent stare of the simple truth of their cheap and sullied virtue. Why I never went to drama school. I am a great orator of my time. I can regale audiences with soliloquies, anecdotes, monologues, and wonderful diatribes of wonder, disgust, and lust and melodrama. The human condition, to draw laughs and tears and gasps. I am a grating raconteur, the same well-rehearsed jokes, stories, one-liners, and punchlines. And although I don't tread boards, I walk the same steps, rolled up into the familiar drunken walk home, feeling the beer in my bloated, swilling guts and the drops on my face, smelling the rain in the air and listening to the leaves scratch the earth. Sometimes it sounds like gunfire, sometimes like rapturous applause. So I take my triumphant bow under the spot glow of the empty streetlight to an audience of no one but myself.
Very drawn to you, can't put my finger on why. breath.
Two, three, four.
Sometimes I wonder what is out there. Sometimes I wonder what is left. I make the strangest observations. I hear the strangest sounds. I had a name once, it doesn't matter. No one can call me on the radio. Broadcast again into the unknown. Is it a broadcast if nobody's there to hear? The last remaining voice in this ocean, I listen for a trace. I am the last voice in the darkness, the last of the human race. I
Good evening, I'm Tom Cassidy. Welcome to Dan Cooper's Dogless Dogwalk album launch. I hope you're all looking forward. I've just been listening to it before I was recording this and it was lovely. It did get me in the mood for music. There's some wonderful songs on his new album. Give it a listen, Spotify, Bandcamp, all of the other ones, but you probably already know that. Anyway, this is a Bob Dylan number called You're a Big Girl Now. Conversation was short and sweet, nearly swept me off of my feet, and I'm back out in the rain. Oh, and you were on dry land. You made it there somehow. You're a big girl now. But on the horizon, sitting on a fence, singing a song for me at his own expense. And I'm just like that bird, oh, singing just for you. Hope that you can hear me singing through my tears. Time's a jet plane, it moves way too fast. Oh, but what a shame if all we've shared cannot last. I can change, I swear. Oh, see what you can do. I can make it through. You can make it too. Love is so simple, to quote a phrase. You've known it all the time, but I'm still learning it these days. Oh, I know where I can find you. Oh, it's someone's room. It's the price I have to pay. You're a big girl all the way. A change in the weather is known to be extreme. But what's the sense in changing horses in midstream? I'm going out of my mind. Oh, in the pain that stops and starts. Like a corkscrew to my heart. Ever since we've been apart. Thank you very much. It's from Blood on the Tracks, one of Bob Dylan's best albums. So, we got a few more songs coming up. The next one is called Blow Up the World. I've had a bit of a phase of waking up screaming. It's not as bad as it sounds. I usually wake up and I shout whatever I've been doing in my dream or whatever I've been trying to say. So a recent one, for example, I was carrying a big box up a set of stairs, and at the top of the stairs there was a little girl or a boy, I can't remember, and she was stood in my way and I couldn't get past her because the stairs were very narrow. And I said, "Can you move, please?" And she said no, and then she started kicking me in the shins. So I shouted at her, "Get the hell out," as I sort of pushed her with my foot away from the stairs, and I woke up shouting, "Get the hell out." The cat didn't know what to make of it. But anyway, this is another one where a similar thing happened. It's called Blow Up the World. Here it goes. I lived and died upon a rusty bed of nails, deep within the rusting hulk of a ship with burning sails. And I lived through all the ages that pass upon the waves of time, and I felt all the destruction, every twisted crime. Poseidon carries me across the lonely seas, and I hear the furies circling upon the breeze. So blow up the world, let me bathe inside the rain. Never cared so much for the taste of milk and honey anyway. Farewell to you, my lovely, watch it spin away. Blow up the world, let me bathe inside the rain. Never cared so much for those blue remembered hills anyway. Farewell to you, my lovely, watch it spin away. They came for me one time, and soon they'll come for you. They'll come for everyone to make a human zoo. And there's nothing left to save yourself from all that you deserve, as the whimper rushes in to break the final hours of the world. Time waves a last goodbye as space becomes the sky, and history is cancelled, and everything will die. So blow up the world, Yogurt Cottage. If you listen, the story is about a dream I had. I woke up, not screaming this time, but I woke up and I decided I had to tell my sister all about it. It's Ned. What would one of my videos be without Ned? So I thought, if my sister had to hear about it at 3 in the morning, then you do too.
At my bloody breakfast. So I went downstairs into the kitchen, which was in our Larkin Close house, and it was like the old kitchen, and it was absolutely filled with food. There was so much. Mum was like, well, how about some of this? And she offered me some frozen yogurt and from the cupboard. I was like, shouldn't that be in the fridge? And she was like, no, don't you realise it has to set for a while, and then you put it in the freezer. I was like, oh really? I never knew that, but I believed her, obviously. Yeah, really strange. And then, oh god, what happened next? Oh yeah, and then it switched to this weird like fantasy adventure thing, and there was a cottage a bit like the one that me and Mum had found, and I did all my mum to live in. And like a young boy having to go on an adventure a bit like Frodo. And oh god, what happened next? I'm trying to remember. Oh come on, it was really stupid. Oh yeah, and then it switched back to modern day, and I was finally at work, but I still haven't got any food, so I left for a minute and I went for a walk to go and try and find some food somewhere. At first I went into like a computer game shop or something, and I was surprised that there was no food there, and I got really annoyed. And then I went back to work, and for some reason at my work there was an exhibition happening, and like my office which wasn't really my office, was filled with people doing like food taste tests, and also some. So I went out to try and get food again, and sorry, Ned's biting me. He's hungry. I'm gonna feed him in a minute. And I was walking through Old Regent Arcade, no, Beechwood Arcade, which isn't there anymore. And I was walking very fast, and there was a woman walking in the opposite direction, and she got stuck to me, but she didn't seem to notice. And then we kept walking, and then eventually I walked into a big glass pane because I didn't realise it was there, and we laughed about it. And then I went left into a sewing shop for some reason, but as I was walking into the sewing shop, an old woman carrying a ginger cat bumped into me, and then I realised, I said, hey, this has happened before, and then there was like a flashback to me on my computer that morning. And I had found a photo on my computer, I didn't know where it was from, of like, from my point of view, bumping into a woman holding a ginger cat, looking surprised. So I was like, hey, this has happened before, and she just gave me the cat and ran away. And so I went into the sewing shop, and I asked the woman, was the woman in the shop that was working there, I said, was that woman just in here with the ginger cat? Do you know whose it is? Do you know what this is all about? And she wouldn't say anything. So then I asked her again in perfect Russian, and she said, look over there.
I'm back with you. You'll know this one probably. It's called White Peach. shined his shoes. Uncle Michael from his side of the family stood in the doorway with his face turned away. And Father Citrus was prepared to do this on Sunday morning in the acid rain. You'll never see a thing like this. How foolish you were to tell me you're ready for the white peach in the Sunday wedding. Four times with the son of a mango, 3 times with the pomegranate popper. You cut him twice with a coconut minstrel, and the night before with an orange daughter. You never seen a thing like this. How foolish you were to tell me you're ready for the white peach and the Sunday wedding. White peach and the Sunday wedding. The white peach and the Sunday wedding. White peach and the Sunday wedding. The white peach and the Sunday wedding. The white peach and the Sunday wedding. Thank you very much. This is a new one, if it sounds familiar. The music was written by Dan Cooper. The lyrics were written by me. This song is about December 2020. And I'm still messing with it. So it may change. Even as you're watching it. something I'm doing wrong. Wanna know if there's something I'm doing wrong. I'm not that strong, and it won't take long. If you tell me what you were thinking, tell me what you were thinking all along. Tell me what you were thinking, tell me what you were thinking all along. Thanks, this is my last song. This is a Robert Wyatt song. It's called Sea Song. You look different every time you come from the foam-crested brine. It's your skin shining softly in the moonlight. Partly fish, partly porpoise, partly baby sperm whale. Am I yours? Are you mine to play with? Joking apart when you're drunk, you're terrific when you're drunk. I like you mostly late at night, you're quite alright, but I can't understand the different you in the morning when it's time to play. Being human for a while, please smile. You'll be different in the spring. I know you're a seasonal beast, like the starfish that drift in with the tide, with the tide. So until your blood runs to meet the next full moon, your madness fits nicely with my own, with my own. Your lunacy fits nicely with my own, my very own. We're not alone. It fits nicely with my own, with my own. Your lunacy fits nicely with my own. different in the spring. I know you're a seasonal beast, like the starfish that drift in with the tide, with the tide. So until your blood runs to meet the next full moon, your madness fits nicely with my own, with my own. Your madness fits nicely with my own. Thank you, good night. Please enjoy the rest of your evening, and happy Easter.
Dangerously lazy. Non-stop idiocy. I think maybe in a previous life I was a traffic warden because you're parked extremely selfishly. Extremely selfishly. Dangerously lazy.
But like an inconsiderate slob, you're gonna be on this Tumblr blog. It's dangerously lazy and there's plenty of space in the side road where you can park in a considerate place. You don't park on a roundabout, that's driving 101. You're obstructing the road and putting cyclists in danger and upsetting everyone. You park like a total idiot. Now the word is out. People of Cheltenham are laughing at you 'cause you parked on a roundabout.
I think maybe in a previous life I was a traffic warden.
deepest of distrust. I'll never get you like I got the chicken on drugs. Best thing I've eaten tonight, perhaps in my life. Are you alright? Stood in a place that you can't stand. Why won't you hold my hand? Why won't you come and watch my band? Are you doing anything tonight? Put down your phone, I wanna boil your bones. You go first, no you go first. 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 Ears ringing with love, bodies are warming us. Losing my touch, had an edge, but you're over it. We're both too sad to make each other happy. We're both too sad. Let's get some KFC. Fears of breaking up, but no one is ready. When will it be ready? Can anyone really be ready? We're both too sad to make each other happy. We're both too sad. I'll have a milky way. No, you go first. You go first. 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 No, you go first. You go first.
Chicken, Peter, you just a little chicken. Chip, 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 chip.
Who are you calling a chicken? I just don't like all the weirdos. There's too many weirdos there.
If you want Kentucky Fried Chicken, you have to visit me.
Dan Cooper is a fat turd. 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 Dan Cooper is a fat turd.
And she exists in all four corners of the state. This is Linda, and she is brutal, and she will eat your face. Oh, this is Linda, she came to me in a dream, sharper than the master's knife. Cigarette coupons kept on side, kamikaze bikers waiting by the gates. All she'll offer is a broken chair, a liar's tax on tears. prowls the streets, keeps all her receipts. Possessed by the desert, her cloth unprecedented stone. Those in the know forego their reminder. This is Linda, and she is toothache. This is Linda, a walking bathtub, full of hate. Oh, this is Linda, she came to me in a dream, sterner than the master's rule, with her stubs held in the pages, while wire eyes spitting rays of 5G. Or she'll offers a broken chair, lies tanks on tear ducts in the lab. She tweaks on your ear and spills on your shirt, and you just have to wait it out. This is Linda, she's an argument you never wanted to have. You drink the guilt, you sink the bleach, but nothing will get you clean. From Linda, from Linda, this is Linda, and nothing will get you clean. This is Linda, she came to me in a dream, ruder than the stagman's night. Evil Eugene sees in pride, 40 soldiers wait on the step. Or she'll offers a broken chair, rise tax on tear ducts in land. She'll spend all of you, she's your new reflection, but you just have to wait it out. Oh, this is Linda. Thank you. Hi everybody. My name's Dan Cooper, thanks for tuning in. This is a new song from the new album. It's called Toxic Positivity. Don't need your toxic positivity. Don't want your self-belief, just so you can feel relief. You don't have to worry about me. No one have toxic positivity. If I feel grief, then I will grieve. Please just let me see it, please. I'll be less alone after you leave. I won't be cheated until I have completed. Feeling defeated, can't beat this feeling. Dive in at the deep end, ignoring all your reasoning. Can't beat them joining to my disappointment. Don't gaslight me, even if you do believe. There's no I in self-esteem. Don't interrupt the way I see. Don't pat me on the back and nod. You went through something similar once. Stretch up your eyes and sympathize. Don't even think about relief, it's hard. Don't need your toxic positivity. You can't It's called Told You I Was Nice. Had a dream you died all over again, and when I woke I cut my hair like you, was all I could think to do. Remember your first day at school, they sat you next to me, told you I was nice, then I kissed your wife and stole your motorbike. Had a dream you died all over again, post-credit sequences in my head, best friends until your end. I haven't changed much since school, you sat next to me, told me I was nice, so I kissed your wife and rode your motorbike. Told you I was nice, 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 told you I was. Nice. Told you I was. Nice. Had a dream you died all over again, and when I woke I put on your shoes, was all I could think to do. Getting gay kids to ride to school, in a sidecar next to me, told you I was nice, kissed your wife goodbye and took your motorbike. Had a dream I killed you again, finished the sentence in my head, best friends until my end. Their first day at school, where are you? You should be next to me. Told you I was nice when I met your wife and stole your life. Told you I was nice, 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 told you I was nice. Nice. Told you I was nice. Told you I was nice. Nice, 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 nice.
Big up Chris Gage and Tom Cassidy for their sets earlier this evening. Tom's got some stuff we can listen to on Spotify and Bandcamp and all that, and I think Chris is releasing some books. Anyway, this is off last year's Toy Guitar album. This is called Your Way.
Billy mops the floor for the last time, locks the door for the last time, takes off his hat, combs his hair back, says you have to be told to care, not ask, sees a sesame seed on the street, sits on a bench and starts to read the leaflet that's been handed in, focus starts to drift to a pigeon, am I no longer worth my badge? Can't tell me what to do, you're not my dad, show must continue, so what's the issue? How can nobody want you when you're on the menu? Was my career just a game of roulette? Gun to my head, with time as the word. Political news, it's hard to swallow. All he sees is redundancies. Starts to cry in front of the TV. I'm gonna know the word of my badge. Can't tell me what to do, you're not my dad. Show must continue. So what's the issue? How can nobody want you when you're on the menu? My career is a flaccid acid, burning my gut like stomach acid. Now you can see the game. Dedicate days to change. Underground king of the domain. Their loss will be Billy's game. Now attempt act instead of relax. Have it your way. Now step back when you need a catch. Have it your way. Now check facts when you're adamant. Have it your way. How did we ever get so attached? Have it your way. Now when asked I feel taxed. Have it your way. Not enough cash in a rough patch. Have it your way. I'm prepared for a rematch. Have it your way. How did I ever get so attached? Have it your way. Cheers, thanks. That was Your Way of Toynbee Tile. This is another new one of the new album, which is out now. Came out on Friday. Thank you for staying tuned if you're watching. And thanks for your support. Cheers. As much in common as autumn and spring. He sees the geese in peas. She sits listening to the birds sing. I'm moaning, stripping the stepping stones, maintaining to cultivate the growing rose. If I'd have only known the deep end was so shallow, I'd U-turn
Thank you. 2 more songs left. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and then I'll let you get on with your evenings. This one's called Berlin Wall. Old enough and ugly enough to be ugly enough from being old. The reflection in your Snapchat eyes can't disguise I'm the booby prize. You got cat ears, I've got crow's feet. From the top floor, too high to hear my boombox serenade. Over a cassette you can no longer get. Your green or pink hair no longer gets. My old man hands faded to hoist the water round rings to Rapunzel. Make the most of your strong knees, stumbling up my favourite tree. Can't remember her alive, but live off Linda McCartney. As we climb the stairs in single file, while you're behind. By the time we're in your room, my heart's beating so fast, so many stairs. And while you undress, I admire the view. The balcony must add a lot of value to your property, Julia. And whilst we make love, I try to remember Jean J.R. I remember to set the VCR. I remember the Berlin Wall. And the launch of Channel 5 can't play that Game Boy in the dark. Playing in the car park with war pistols at Easter. I'm a smoker's cough. Your electrolysis. You're a cocktail umbrella. I'm a cocktail sausage. You are baby powder. I'm limescale remover. Just another ding on your phone. But I can afford to buy you more drinks. Out of date mash and turkey dinosaurs. After a bit of How's Your Father, I missed him on the pub on Sunday. Bedbug Liberation Front Room Junior Rumours. Come and watch the wrestling. It's not what it looks like. I can mansplain everything as we scan each other's profiles. I admire your unblemished sweetness, and by the time we're in your room, I have to turn around and leave. And while you report back via animated GIFs in the group chat, I got a kebab, I'll eat it at the bus stop. But also remembers it's only your first time. You don't remember the Berlin Wall, or the launch of Channel 5, SMHing at my phone in the dark, praying as I pass the park that you don't miss me. And whilst we make love, I try to remember who shot JR. I run through how to set the VCR. I remember the Berlin Wall. The launch of Channel 5. Can't play that Game Boy in the dark. Trick or treating at Halloween with no costumes. No costumes. Well, big pat on the back, ladies and gentlemen, you've made it through. Well done, this is the last song now. This is produced by Grown Up Life, aka Charlie Baxter. It's off my first album, my first proper album, Jimmy Jams, which is also available everywhere for no one to listen to. And yeah, the new album, Dogless, Dogwalk, is out now. Thank you for listening. Just out the way. See you in the pub soon. Flowers from Texaco, chocolates just about in their best before. Still in my dressing gown at 4. Flush from the afterglow, empty bottles on the floor. When you left, I didn't lock the door. We did it twice yesterday. Now you never wanna do it again. Don't think I can go through this again. We did it twice yesterday. 4 things had just got moving again. Now it just seems I'm losing again. Tell me what happened last night. I thought I'd been fine. You're so hard to read, it's so hard to get right. Hours of texting, no replies, and 8 missed calls. You must hate all I stand for. I think you said, see how it goes. Now you're saying you don't know. Now you're saying you don't know. Tell me what happened last night. I thought I'd been fine. You're so hard to read after I've drunk all the wine. We did it twice yesterday. Now you never wanna do it again. Don't think I can go through this again. We did it twice yesterday. 4 things had just got moving again. Now it just seems I'm losing again. We did it twice yesterday. Twice yesterday. Tell me what happened last night. I thought I'd been fine. You're so hard to read after I turned down the light. We did it yesterday. Oh. We did it twice yesterday. Thanks everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Easter Sunday. Love you. Good night.
I'll have the long straw, I always get the short. Blaming these addictions on it all, always betting on the same horse. I'll have the long straw, I always get the short. This is me on the prison phone, and I'm not in the mood to talk to ghosts. Only after you're at the door that I clock you, with your corn ears on my cocktail. And I know I got no chance of getting wet. I broke the pop-up plug on the bathtub. Earlier on I walked past an old lady. She looked like the only one who could save me. Her dog was called Jazz, and he bit my finger.